Hey, this is JT from JT Corn Rings, where I talk corn rings and all things precious metals. Today, I'm talking about the 1911 Morocco Riyal corn ring that I created. Um, this is the first of its kind, 90% silver. This coin was 118 years old. 118 years old. I made it into a nice pinky ring, beautiful ring, nice and thin, not too heavy on the hand. But I had to make it. It was a beautiful thing. Customers gonna love it. I wanted to share a story. Story time, guys. Yes, I know my stories can be long, drawn, and I go around a whole mulberry bush. But I wanted to share a story. This story was about the first time I've been to a Moroccan restaurant. But before I tell you this story, I have to share this clip from the legendary Dick Gregory.
Uh, uh, I'm trying to wonder what happened to pigeons. Hmm? I ain't never seen a baby pigeon. Have you?
No.
Nah, that's a
Oh,
fact.
you hear me?
Yeah, I ain't never seen baby pigeon. I ain't
Never
never.
been seen a baby kangaroo? Seen a baby gorilla? Huh? You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
And so I just try to figure out
The
stuff. Like,
same question when after seeing this clip some years ago, like I never seen a baby pigeon, and you'll see where this story or where this clip comes from and why I'm telling it within this story. All right, my first time going to a Moroccan restaurant, it was a time I was going out on a date. Yes, I was going on date night. We was going to Washington D.C. And we came to this beautiful, this decked out, this regal looking restaurant in D.C. I can't remember the name, but I know it was my first time coming to a Moroccan restaurant with my date. So I get inside and I see that it's nice and plush, these nice rich colors. They had like burgundy and they had curtains everywhere and had like pillows and these nice tables, nice lighting. It was real cool, real sophisticated, you know. I knew the bill was gonna be a lot. Just when I walked in the door, I knew I was gonna pay a lot of money. But I was going with my date's workers, co-workers. So it was like more than one person couple there. It was like maybe like 8 couples, I think. It's a big party. So anyway, when I was inside the restaurant, we got seated and entertainment. We had nice music. You had flutes. You had drums. It was just nice, I guess cultural sounds, right? So one of the things that I loved about the whole situation was the belly dancer. The belly dancer came out, and I'm thinking like, you know what, this is gonna be a great night, And I didn't have to tip the person, so it was even better. So the belly dancer comes out, just like that, and then the meals start to come. The meals start to come out, but it didn't come out like the waiter didn't come to us and say, hey, ask us individually what we wanted. It came out as course meals. First, it came out with fruit. It came out with I thought it was dessert. I mean, and we had opportunity to try each of the meals. It was pretty cool. Like this bill's gonna be a lot because I'm thinking, what about if I don't like this? I guess I don't partake in it if I don't like the meal, right? So anyway, the meals come out. The belly dancers dancing. I'm intrigued with that. I'm enjoying the sounds, the beautiful atmosphere, especially my date, which we enjoyed it. We talking with the co-workers, and we're enjoying the food. Now, some of the food I was not familiar with, but it tastes good. It tastes good. So this one dish came out, and the person next to me, which was a guy, my date was next to me on my right side. So on my left side, the guy was like really partaking in this dish. He was going in and said, oh my gosh, I haven't had this since I've been in Morocco. He was in the military. He traveled and I guess he went to Morocco for some time. And he said, man, I haven't had this dish in a while. He's tasting it. He's turning it up. And I'm like, man, this looks great. It came out and it's like this big dish and it looked like a dessert. It was kind of fluffy. It had some this substance inside that looked like eggs, but on the top it was like a dough, and then it had like that white Confederate sugar. So I was like, man, this is gonna be great. So I started to taste it too, and we started to share our portion. I'm like, this is kind of gamey. It's good though. It's not, it's a little sweetness and tastes like eggs. It was just good. And I asked the gentleman, I said, what is this? He says, it's pigeon. I said, pigeon? And in that moment, I said, well, you know what? I think we're eating a baby pigeon. So I was totally thrown off. And it goes to what Dick Gregory said. And I thought in my mind at that particular time, I never seen a baby pigeon. And this meal was called pastilla. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. And it's made from very young pigeons. Well, that was my experience in a Moroccan restaurant. I enjoyed it. I tried something new. And now I know where baby pigeons went to. They got caught up, and sometimes it became a delicacy. It's a meal that we ate. But anyway, I know that baby pigeons stay in the nest longer than most birds, or you don't see them as much. I had to look that up to learn that, and they come out, and they usually the adult size by the time they come out. This is what I learned. But this meal, pastilla, is a meal that they do eat in Morocco, and it's a popular dish. And I must say it was a very good dish. So this is my experience eating a Moroccan dish and experiencing Moroccan restaurant. So I'm gonna show you how I made this corn ring. And guys, I appreciate you taking the time out to listen to my story. But now, what you came for, the corn ring. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me on another video. I appreciate you taking the time out to learn about my time at the Moroccan restaurant and this Moroccan corn ring. Now, we know that the relationship between America and Morocco, the relationship is that in like 1786, Morocco and the United States signed a peace treaty. It was the peace treaty of Tripoli, I believe. But anyway, the tricky thing about this treaty, you had to find out, and I found this out during my research, is that Article 11 of that treaty, it was really surprising. It was talking about the religious setup of America. It's very controversial. I'll let you go and check that out. But I'll put a link of the Treaty of Tripoli of 1786 in the description below. And let me know what you think about it in the comments. But guys, also let me know, have you ever been to a restaurant that served something you was totally surprised to try, but you wind up liking it? Let me know in the comments below, and check me out on the next video. Take care. JT Corn Rings, I'm out.